Hello students, welcome again. Now we are going to talk about different types of Arduino boards. We had discussed the Arduino Uno in a brief nutshell in the previous video, and we discussed that it's a board which is basically designed for engineering projects and making different applications. It's having a software support and it's very easy to use by a beginner, and it can run on any platform like Windows, Linux or Mac OS. So now we are going to look at the different options that we have in the market. The first one, which is most popular, is Arduino Uno R3. We have Arduino Nano also, Micro, Leonardo board. We have LilyPad, Bluetooth, Redboard, Ethernet and Mega. Along with them, there are few more options like 101 Mini and Duo. You can explore all these available options on the Arduino website. Now, this raises a question. Which one should I use for my project? Which is most suitable for me? So to answer that, let us first have a look at all these boards and see what are the features that they are offering. So the first one that we have is Arduino Uno R3. This one is the most frequently used board. It is the most popular one also. It is very useful for the beginners. This board is very inexpensive and the size is of a credit card, slightly larger than that, very easy to handle. And this board is having Atmega 328P microcontroller which will do all the computations. There are 14 digital pins, 6 analog pins, power pins, PWM pins and the support for SPI UART and I2C communication. Next one is Arduino Nano. As the name suggests, it is of a smaller size. It's based on a different microcontroller Atmega 628 and it is mainly designed whenever you have to work on a smaller area. You have to fit your board in a smaller area. You can connect it with mini USB. You don't need a bulky USB to connect it. It is having 8 analog pins, 14 digital pins, reset buttons and all additional separate pins. So it's a very good option when you have the constraint to use less area. Next we have Micro. It's very similar to Nano, having a different microcontroller Atmega 32U4. There are more pins. There are 7 PWM pins and 12 analog pins. So sometimes the question can be in your mind, I need to connect 8 analog sensors. So Uno or Nano do not have those many analog input pins. So you will switch to Micro. Okay, so this is how you will start making your decisions. It is also having ICSP header, reset button, small USB connection and 16 MHz oscillator. So the features are more or less same as Nano or Uno, but it provides more analog pin as compared to those. The next one which we have is Leonardo. This was actually the first board which was produced under the Arduino project. It's very simple and cheap also, and there was a very good feature on this board. Through this mini USB port that you get, you can connect your computer's mouse or keyboard. So that was a very good feature. Now we have a very interesting Arduino board here called LilyPad. It's designed for wearable technology. That means there are huge pads which can be sewn in your clothes and it's even washable. So this board is designed for such devices which you can wear on your clothes. Very interesting, right? Now we have a power pack board called Arduino Mega. Mega is like the big brother of Uno. It's having more computational power and more number of pins, 16 PWM pins, 6 analog pins, and the standard pins and jacks that we get all are there. So whenever you have the requirement for more computation, then you can go for Mega. Now, we said that Arduino hardware is also open source. So there are additional components called shields which are available to provide additional facilities like Wi-Fi, GSM, Ethernet, and there are some shields which are designed by the companies to use their specific products like Proto, Groove is also there. So these shields, they are specific to the board. They are designed to fit on a particular board, and then they provide additional functionalities which are not the part of the core board. Okay, now we are coming back to the question, which one should I take? So by going through all these, you would have started realizing and would have got some answers also, and if not, let us clarify. The decision is made completely on your requirement. Do you need more pins or do you need more power in computation? That will decide that which board you should select. When you are just starting as a beginner and you are doing the initial projects, Uno is a great choice, and that is the reason we have taken that board for our training. Now, sometime you may have to take the decision based on your components also that you are going to control, whether they are driven by 3.3, 3.7 volt, or they are driven by 5 volt, and if your board is capable to deliver that power or not. So these are few components which will help you to decide that which board is useful for your project. So now, once we know about different computational power, we are going to discuss about the functionality of a microcontroller in our next video. Thank you.